Where did Nedi go that night of her disappearance? Was it into the wind? Into fire? Or into the land where the gods sleep? Let me remind you of the story. Slowly. Carefully. The whole truth. From the very beginning. The day she was found. She was no more than 4 years old. A little girl. Curled up beside a tree in the evil forest. Alone. Her eyes were red like hot charcoal. Her skin, warm, too warm for a child. And her clothes. Just one torn wrapper, the color of dry flame. People said, leave her there. She is a spirit. But one woman stepped forward. Her name was Mama Okomoka. Old, kind, and strong like a baobab tree. She was the one who dared enter the evil forest. She said, a child is still a child. Even if she falls from the sky. She carried the girl out. The leaves did not whisper. The ground did not shake. It was as if the forest allowed it. Quietly. Mama Okomoke gave the girl a name, Nedi. It means, one who returns with mystery. Growing up strange. Nedi did not cry like other children. She did not fall sick. No mosquito bit her. No fire burned her skin. She was quiet. Always watching. Always listening. And sometimes, when the wind passed, it would stop and turn, as if greeting her. One day, when she was 9, Mama Okomoka found her in the backyard, not playing, not dancing, but speaking to fire. The flames from the cooking fire bent toward her, like they were obeying her words. From that day, Mama Okomoka stopped asking questions. She only said, whatever you are, you came to me. So, I will protect you until the earth says enough. When the river refused to flow. Remember one morning when the river turned to a color that looked like blood? When the women who went to the river to fetch water threw their water pots out of fear at the sight of the river. That was in her 13th year. The Dibia, Eziamalo warned them to stay away from the river. Onwards, the villagers began fetching water from a smaller spring just close to the village. The fishes in the river couldn't survive in that kind of river, so they died. The yams dried. The children cried. The elders went to the shrine and begged the gods. Before the night of her disappearance, something happened. It was on a Harmattan night, when Nedi was barely 8. A stranger came to Umidike. He was blind. Old. Lean like a broomstick. He carried a staff made of black stone. He did not beg. He only asked, where is the girl who bends fire with her voice? They brought him to her. He reached out, touched her hand, and said, so it is true. You are the last ember of the sky fire. You were hidden here, to grow in peace. But now, the gods call you. Why? She asked. To save them, he said. To save all of us. Now, back to the night of her disappearance. That night, Nedi wore her red wrapper. She hugged Mama Okomoka tight. I don't want to leave you, she said, eyes full of light. But Mama Okomoka smiled, though she didn't know what Nedi was talking about. But she said all the same, you are not mine to keep. You are mine to love. And I have done that. Without a sound, without a drum, without a single step, Nedi started tracing her steps back to the edge of the evil forest where she was found years ago. And then, she vanished into thin air. Gone. Just like that. Only the wind remained, swirling gently. You may ask, where did she go? She went to the mountain of echoes, far beyond the land of the living, where the gods lived in silence. That was where she journeyed to. Where the flame of creation had gone dim. There, in the temple of the sleeping gods, she found what others feared. A dark fire. A curse flame. A sickness spreading across the spirit world. The gods were falling one by one, not because of war, not because of man, but because the fire of truth was dying. And only a child born of fire could fix it. What did she do there? Nedi entered the fire. Fully. It burned her body. It stripped her of name, face, and form. She did not scream. She only whispered, "Let truth live again." And the flames turned gold. Then red. Then white. Then blue. And the gods woke up, one by one. Their shrines lit up across all lands. The skies changed. The earth breathed again. And the river, it was restored too. This was how it happened. One night, from the land of the spirit, she walked to the riverside in Umidike. She did not say a word. She only placed her 2 hands on the cracked ground and sang. Almost immediately, from under the soil, a red glow appeared, then steam, then water. Boiling water, sweet and hot, poured out and flowed just like it was always did. The river came back to life. The gods said nothing. But the truth remains that Nedi was gone. However, she was not dead. And she was not lost either. She was the one whom was sent to redeem Umidike but not to dwell among them. And you may ask, did she become part of Umidike? Her body never came back. She only continued to look out for Umidike from a place beyond the land of the living. But in every home in Umidike, a little flame dances brighter now. Every evening, when mothers light the fire to cook, they say, "Nedi, stay with us." Every time a child is born during thunder, they whisper, "Another spark has returned." And Mama Okomoka, she still leaves food near the fire every 7th market day. She knows her daughter might not be seen again. But when the wind comes through the window, and the fire flickers without reason, she smiles and says, "My Nedi is passing by." But remember that legends never really end.